All right, Shawn Porter taking on Errol Spence September 28th in LA. Excited?
Very, very excited. I've never been this excited for a fight, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, every fighter says this is the most important fight of my career, but
yeah.
for this one, why is it special?
Everything. You got two great fighters in the division that is stacked. He and I are at the top of this division, and right now we both have an opportunity to unify titles. Right now there's no unified champion in the welterweight division, so that alone is special. To beat Errol Spence, he's never been beat before as a professional. He looks to be unbeatable, so I'm looking forward to the challenge. I've never shied away from any challenge, and I think just there's a whole combination of it all that just makes it exciting and special.
He seems to be painted as the most dangerous opponent you face.
Yeah.
Do you buy into that?
I think he's great. I don't think that he is the most dangerous or that dangerous. I think that we got the recipe for success.
What is your biggest threat that you pose to him, and then vice versa?
I'm gonna push this kid back. I'm gonna test his will, test his heart, and test his mind, and just keep it coming all night. I think that the best thing he's got is he's got a strong mind. He's got a lot of will. So I know that as easy as it sounds, me saying it's right here to this camera, it's not that easy. But I'm willing and I'm able.
And those are mental aspects of the
Yes,
fight
ma'am.
game. What about the style of each of your fight styles? What does he bring? What do you bring?
I think my agility. I think that my speed and my quickness. I think it's superior to his. I think that he is very fundamentally sound, but straight up and down fighter. He's not gonna give you different levels, different things to look at or adjust to. So I think from a physical standpoint, outside of him being a little taller than me, I think that's it. I think all the physical strengths are on my side. I think from a statistical standpoint, you look at him being 25-0 and I think maybe 21 of those fights being knockouts. I think everyone looks at him as being a devastating power puncher. I don't. I think that I think he's going to feel my power. I think it's going to bother him, and I know I'm going to win this fight.
And statistically, you haven't fought a southpaw in several years.
Yeah.
What kind of preparations have you taken for that?
I haven't fought a southpaw in several years, but I still spar against southpaws. I've done that for a number of my entire life. So I think that the small adjustments of just seeing where the punches come from, I think that's over. That's you got that out, and we got that out in camp. I don't think there's going to be any adjustments that need to be made from the orthodox to the southpaw standpoint.
And Shawn, being this up close to you, I see a couple of cuts above your eyes, a couple of scars. What are those from? Which fights?
A couple of different fights. They were mean, gritty, ugly, but I kept going. And that's a testament to who I am as a fighter, who I am as a person. You talk about experience, that I have the experience on my end. Errol Spence hasn't been pushed the way I'm going to push him, both physically and mentally. He hasn't been cut. I don't know if he's been busted in the lip or the nose, but I'm going for it all.
And do you remember who gave you those cuts?
No, I don't.
Okay,
No.
so many fights.
It's been quite a few of them, yeah.
And then my last thing, you chose not to train in Las Vegas for this camp. Why is that?
It's not true.
No.
I did about, we started training for this fight in April. I didn't leave for DC until the first week of August, and we're just now coming back from DC. So we did a tremendous job out here getting ready to go to DC, and then DC was just the icing on the cake. Trust me, it was the icing.
And why wrap it up there?
Well, we're here wrapping it up right now.
Okay.
This is still this is peak week. We have our last big sparring session tomorrow, and this is it, man. We've come a long way, and we're ready to make history.
Well, I guess, what did DC provide? Why did you choose to split your camp between here and there?
Yeah, DC is where Barry Hunter is. Barry Hunter, he commands a great program, great camp down there. A lot of great young guys down there. And you would say, well, why are you sparring with guys that are amateurs and young and don't have experience? Well, what they lack in experience, they have in the hunger for the sport. They have in the hunger to pushing me and making me my best. So trust me when I tell you, I went down there to DC and I got younger.
So how old are you now?
You'll see on fight night. I'm just as young as Errol Spence.
Thank you so much, Shawn.
Yes, ma'am.
Best
You
of
got
luck
it.
to you.
Thank you.